Hi, my name is Yeva. Welcome to my channel. I've got another process video for you today. I'm scrap lifting myself using this layout to create this layout. Flip it around a little bit, create it differently, and love the inspiration. I am actually inspired by those three cards that I just showed you by Pink Paislee, 5th and Monaco, and I pull out some papers that kind of coordinate from the paper pad and from the collection itself, but I go with these three. Now that teal is from a different collection. I'm blanking on the name right now, but it's from a different collection, and I pull it in because it was kind of the best color to tie in that teal that I was looking for. Again, I'm checking on the inspiration right there. And here I'm just trying to figure out the arrangement. Which one do I want for the background? Do I want the blue? Do I want the floral? How much of the brown do I want? Just kind of figuring it all out. Again, you can kind of reference back to my inspiration there if anything. But I kind of create it differently, which is awesome. I love scrap lifting. It always turns out differently, and part of it is just creating and playing with paper and things like that. So I go for the busier background, which is that floral, which I absolutely love. I love, love, love that floral. And I've fussy cut a lot of it, and just I love it. And I'm also trying to figure out what paper I should use to map my photos, just to give them a little bit more dimension, a little bit more pop. And I go for this parakeet, I think it's parakeet paper. I don't really have much use for it. We do have the bird, but I don't have a really story to tell, so I might as well use it as another layer element, another color too. It's a perfect color in that background of that teal. So here I am realizing that that blue teal is a bit too short. I cut it by 8 by 8. But you know, it's paper, it's okay. We can just gut some things, some things, cover some things, and no one will ever know. So here I am arranging it so I can gut this floral, which again, I absolutely love this page, and I want to save it for future projects. So I'm completely gutting it, and then gutting it and putting it back together, if you will. But I think that's just the process of it. And no one can tell. Like, once you actually look in my album, no one would ever tell unless you pull out the page and look at the back of it or something. But that's okay. I also cut down that wood grain a bit more. I had it at 4 inches, but I cut an inch off, so it's 3. And I'm just cutting down a bit more, trying to just piece it back together. If this kind of makes you cringe, just put it on a whole piece of paper or not gut everything. And that's okay too. Also trying to figure out where to arrange the photos. Do I push it to the right? Do I push it to the left? And I figured out a way where I can just offset everything where it looks not lined up, but just angled in corners, and it works out all in the end. Now this is all I had planned up, was just the color combinations. Everything else I was like, oh well, let's just play, and literally I just played for a while. I was thinking about floral, or adding elements of florals into this clad floral background. And here I'm just trying to figure out, do I go with the bolder pink? Do I do the tone on tone, similar colors? But I realize it really blends in with the back, and it kind of gives it, didn't feel right, if that makes sense. So I was thinking about, oh, maybe these pink ones, which looking back at it would look really nice and soft, and but I was hesitant. It didn't feel right. I think the design of the flowers looked a bit too different. And so then I just going through all the elements that I did have and figuring out what looked nice. And again, it's not stickers, it doesn't stick. I can just keep playing and looking, and this is just a process of just figuring out what looks good. So I do go back to the bolder colors, which I was not planning to do at all, but I think it ties in together nicely, and there's something about the combination of pink and teal and earthy colors of brown. It just works, you know. Again, not a color combination I am used to doing, but it worked, and I think it kind of brings another element in. Definitely struggled with the title. I played around with some ideas and phrases, and it felt like I needed another color since I already brought in the pink. It's like, well, let's just add more, right? What else are you gonna do? So I decided to bring in some gold stickers, And I've already done a few pages from this trip that had some gold. So I was like, well, let's continue with it. Why not? And I go for the title of Wander. And then again, I'm just really stuck right now of figuring out what elements, what stickers, what words, phrases, what do I add to these clusters to make them feel connected, to make them feel like they belong. Just what? I really felt stuck with this page. I don't know what it was. So I decided to go with the birdies. Why not? It didn't have anything to do with story, but I was like, well, they're cute and they kind of work and they were the right color, so why not? Just kind of played with things. So I figured I have black in my title, I might as well add some black with the geotags, and again just bringing the same colors to each little cluster of threes, the element of threes. It just flows and it works, and each color, each cluster has the same colors, so therefore it flows and it feels like it belongs. Yes. So I'm just starting to commit. I was like, okay, I'm kind of having something down. Let's just commit. Let's stick things down. Like I said, I really struggled with the embellishments, but in the end, it kind of works. You just got to keep playing and don't stick anything down until you're 100% sure. That's my rules. Stick it down, play with the arrangement, and then if it doesn't work, you can always put it back. And I also realized that I wanted to add more elements to it. More is more, why not, right? And tie in more of that wood grain and by adding wood veneer hearts. But before I do that, I realized I should probably sprinkle on the gold mist like I've done in previous pages with this trip, and also just tie in more of that gold that I have in each cluster because, why not? Also, it's Vegas, so, gold. And then you guys, I do something. I add vellum circles. Who guessed it? Yes, I add vellum circles. In my defense, like I said, this trip I've added vellum circles, so I just continued to do that. In my defense, no, but I think that was the missing element, was just bringing everything in together. Like I said, vellum circles, I love them. They tie everything together. They give that flow of the circular element because everything felt very square. And I don't know, I think it really brought each cluster together even more than what I've had. So I think it doesn't have to be vellum circles. I think it's just a circular element that just makes it soft and brings all the harsh corners, makes it all soft. And of course, putting those hearts back on, and one of the last few things that I always do is add my date. Before that, I decide to sprinkle on some enamel dots, pink, again to go with the florals, just to tie it all together. And so yeah, but thank you so much for watching my video. If you guys have any questions, please leave them down below. I'm excited to be back making videos. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching. Catch me each Wednesday, hoping, don't keep me on that, but hoping for every Wednesday to have a new process video for you guys. Thank you for watching.